Hey, welcome in everyone to this week's episode. This is crazy.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Srikersly, your intergalactic spice trading fox, and I trade spices for information. The rest is classified, and I'm sorry, but you do not have the clearance. That is, unless you beg me for it. And I might give it to you then. But anyways, new day, new drama. Hi, I'm Finnick. Still not a bloody fucking bird, am I? But definitely in trouble again. You know, asked too many questions, threw a few punches. Now it's back to detention. Great, and I really am glad Nim's not here to throw all over the place. Who's ready to see what a hot mess we get up to this time? I promise, I may be hot, but I'm not a mess.
Okay. Hello. I'm Matt Hazard. I'm playing Cassius, the brainy, muscly orc guy. Go ahead, Nim.
Oh.
We're doing it again?
What we're doing?
Yeah, you're taking the power
we
in
never
there.
had
Hi,
before.
I'm
Oh my goddamn
Shaderoo.
bow.
My name's Shaderoo, and I like roaming the open plains, shooting off my six-shooter, and generally having a rip-roaring good time. Am I right, brothers? Hell
I got
yeah.
a good shooter right here for you.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I stream, I'm playing Nim. Are we going backwards? Lorelei, you're next?
I think so.
Oh gosh, I guess. Hi, I'm Aerodel, and I play Lorelei, and I don't know what's going on anymore. Do I need to be here anymore?
Just do like a little voice, like you let out a scream, do a little ditty.
Oh gosh. Does that work?
Perfect. Finnick. Or August. I don't know.
Hey guys, I'm the Nat I'm a raccoon variety streamer here on Twitch. I play August. And apparently Finnick has the wings of a killer.
Got the wings of a killer.
So, Warwick.
I am Warwick. I'm Warwick. I stream. Yeah, it's fine. Carry on. Go for it.
And hey guys, I'm your host tonight, even though it was an accident. Actually, wait, Strike or Sly? I'm your fucking host for that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, hi, I'm Void Doll.
I am not the host, Striker Sly is. This is my real voice. Last time,
That's got so many different voices.
the party got into a fight with Seti, and a lot of people were mad because Seti was rude. And Kaylin was also upset. Poor Nim had bowel issues from the Diz special. And my stomach hurts from talking like this. Everybody got detention, and I can't wait. And that's where we left off.
That's really valid. With that being said, hey,
Hi.
I feel weird and
Hi.
you feel weird, so we're gonna be weird together, but we're gonna bring it down slower. But we're not gonna bring it down this slow. I'm actually just searching for the music that we're gonna start. Diving right in. Nim. I need you to make a perception check.
Gladly.
It begins.
I believe I got a 7.
Oh no.
That is a really bad roll.
It's a 5% chance to get any side on the dice.
Okay, well, you're in this room by yourself. So let's just put everyone's token over here for a moment. We're just
I do indeed have a +0.
on a Nim. Okay. All right, baby boy.
Can't be great at everything, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm just gonna. I can't.
Head explodes, death instantly.
I have to just like.
Would you like my inspiration? Because Void Doll subscribed to my channel, so you can have my inspiration, Nim. How does that sound?
Okay,
I'd like to roll again.
I'll take it. Are you ready, kids?
It's
Aye,
been
aye,
6.
Captain.
Aye, aye,
It's a
Captain.
2!
Oh, you piece of shit. You wasted it.
Perfect music as well. Just
Wow. And here I thought you were better than us. Well,
Nim, you do not realize before it is too late. The dorm is empty, and the temperature plummets about 35 degrees. Small clouds exit your mouth on an exhale. And you recognize that you are not alone. Please move your token to your bed. After the run of having to rush to the bathroom and your stomach just squeezing, whatever it was not agreeing with you, you feel how you did after fighting those plants in the Witherbloom College. Well, you were throwing up, and just now at Bone's End, same feeling, but you should be cured. You should be fine. There should be nothing. And then all at once, that train of thought is interrupted by the cold, the chill. And you're no longer in the room alone. The voice is slick, like liquid. I was gonna say metal, but I feel like that liquid metal will have it like a metallic kind of flavor.
Like liquid mercury?
It's more like oil, the voice.
Mm.
And it's one that you recognize. And you close your eyes. How's it going, buddy boy? Boss is asking about you. The bugbear that is now seated at your study table goes by the name Dumai. He is a tall, lanky fella. And when you look down your sick bed at him, whether you get up is up to you or not, but he's tossing that thin stiletto dagger as he always does. Look at you and your fancy rig, Nim. Pretty nice place you got here. Are you a little under the weather?
A first day here at a school like this has its hazards.
You'd think these rich little fucking brats wouldn't get you so allergic. But I guess once a sewer rat, always a sewer rat, and anything nicer just gives you the itch, nah?
You couldn't be more right. Hopefully I get used to it soon. Really had to scrub myself to get the stink off. They haven't seemed to have noticed, but I feel like if someone walks in here with you around, they might start asking questions now.
He grabs the hilt of the dagger with a flourish. Don't think it'd be a problem if it didn't have eyes.
Once again, your cleverness cannot be understated. You have a very good point there. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I get it. Quit your yapping, everybody's friend. And he stands up and he does the thing that makes you really uncomfortable. He's got a hump in his upper back. And his body does this jackknife backwards. And he punches himself in the shoulder. And he... until his spine is straightened, and he pulls on the laces of the corset that he wears, tugging them, hooking them into place around his hips on the opposite side, forming a crisscross across his belly. I brought this. And he comes to your bedside, and the smell of sewer precedes him. He drops a small leather bag that is oily. And it seems to be filled with some kind of coin. And then he hands you a very small, tightly rolled up scroll. First assignment, boy. And it's due tomorrow. I'll be back. When you need me, take what's in the bag, crush it, and I'll be right there. I can't wait to hear about your first real day at school.
Can't wait to tell it.
I bet you can't. Tell me, you feel some type of way being a rat in a school like this, filled with peacocks and hens, and what are those fancy little twitting birds? Parrots?
Yes, it is parrots.
How's it feel?
And he sits on your bed. And the stench gets more pervasive, more
When I
invasive.
When I started, I had my little anxieties, but the more the day went on, the more comfortable I became until, you know what? Leans in, really holding back from making any faces because of the smell. You start to feel like a hunter. There's a thrill in there. Makes you realize you're good at what you do. And when you test your abilities like that, it's gratifying in a way I find difficult to describe. What flavor cupcake is your favorite?
What the fuck's a cupcake?
Ah, a very sweet pastry. I'll pick one out for you. I'm sure you'll love it.
Roll for me a deception.
Oh, where'd my character sheet go? This is what I get for having a bajillion tabs open. That will be a 14.
Dumai kind of tilts his head.
You do that.
And if you have space to carry, I might grab some for the rest of the crew. It's all about making amends.
He suddenly
And I mean-
smiles, and he shows off all those crooked, yellowed teeth. You can see the on the street. It's just called gum gum. It's basically a torrified, dehydrated tobacco. It's just drenched in a beetle's, well, pheromone sac, but we won't get into the details. It's one of his favorite things to chew on. He tucks it in the lip often, and it has quite the uncomfortable scent. Stinky tofu makes this shit smell like nuclear waste. Or this shit makes stinky tofu smell like potpourri, is a better way to put that.
I see.
Yeah, and so when he smiles, that scent seeps through his crooked grin. And he punches your shoulder.
You just might be a cat after all, Nim. Talking about hunting. Boss will be happy. Also, the lady mage asked for another favor.
And he reaches up into your hair, and he pulls out several strands of your hair.
You could have asked. I would have done that myself.
Pulls out a little vial. This vial has a medallion and a neat thong of leather twisted around it. There's also a wax seal over the small medallion. If you would like to get a look at any of the iconography or sigils, you'll have to roll a perception.
Well, let's give it a shot. I got a 15.
15
Yippee!
is enough. It looks similar to a sheaf of wheat in a shape of a crescent moon. And there's some large circle with several knots that the wheat wraps around. And he puts your hair in there.
And he says, well, I'm gonna ask for this.
And he pulls out the stiletto. And he's wicked quick. It's the one thing about Dumai that's always been scary. He's fast and he's strong. The fact that he's dumb means he's dangerous.
I'm gonna need you to bleed a little bit. Mage lady says she wants it. So you better hurry if you don't want me to blot out any of your friend's eyes.
Takes out his own dagger. Pokes himself in the side of the finger. Plenty of capillaries there. Very easy to bleed. Very easy to staunch.
Reminds me of halfling's fingernails I pulled out yesterday.
Are they shorter than normal fingernails?
I was just gonna say, you got nice ones. Real easy to grab with the tongs.
Thank you.
As you fill out the bottom, drip, 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 there's a spark of magic that filters through the vial, and a hiss. And suddenly, all at once, he takes that medallion and he caps the wax. He flips towards the glass and it seals. The magic, shoo, making a noise. And he pops it into his vest pocket.
Looks like work's done for today. I look forward to our meeting tomorrow, Nem. And remember, homework's due.
Of course. I'll do my level best.
Wish I could have come to Strixhaven.
Just mutters.
It's very stressful.
Well, maybe you shouldn't waste your opportunity.
Well, we'll see if we can't get you a recommendation at some point. It might take some time, but...
He, as he's walking backwards toward the fireplace, he crosses his arms in front of his chest, even though he's still holding this stiletto, right up against that corset he's got going on.
That's my boy. Such an everyman's friend. Damn, I wish I was here when they figure out you're a cheat. Night,
Yeah.
Nim.
And he turns, spitting into your fireplace, so that wad of gum just lands sticky as tar. It flares with a ghastly, like sickly black violet smoke, and then Dumai's gone.
Pleasant travels. Squeezing his fist, he presses a little cotton cloth, something clean against his finger. And his expression of, like, amicability just drops into a cold stare straight at the fire, unblinking.
What's your passive perception?
That is a 10.
You hear a chirp. And the plants over here, if you see, right in front of the fireplace. The fireplace that is now burning normally, but smells like that nasty gum tar. The plant shakes, and you hear once again.
Walks over to the plant.
As you do, the size of a cat, a serpentine, red-scaled little dragon slips out of the pot, looks at you. It's wearing the roundest glasses you've ever seen. It's got a satchel tucked underneath its arm, pen and ink, and a vest.
Good evening.
And then it scurries for the door.
Loudly. Could I convince you to halt a moment?
At the door, this pseudo-dragon, if you will, pauses. But it doesn't wait for long. What do you say?
I'm willing to work with whoever you're working for. Keep that in mind. Pleasant travels to you as well.
The pseudo-dragon rubs its little smarmy hands together. They remind you that of a raccoon's for just a brief moment. There's an intelligent glint in its eye, and then it says, yeah, 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 yeah. And it flaps its wings up to your door, curling around it, using the weight to counter. And once the door's open, it does close the door, and you hear it scurry away.
I
What's
wonder
your
who the devil that
passive?
was.
Yeah, what's your passive investigation?
12.
Pseudo-dragons are typically familiars to wizards, being that this is a school for wizards. It could be anyone.
It could be anybody.
But how he was dressed, or she, maybe, there's a possibility. It could be anyone. As you rake your brain thinking of suspects, you just give yourself a headache.
I am but a feather. In the angry storm that is fate, I go where the winds blow. What's this assignment?
You untie it and unravel the really tight note.
Mm-hmm.
What is your... No, roll a dexterity saving throw as you get it all open.
That's gonna be an 18.
Okay. It sparks, and there's a magic mouth spell that fires off, and you hear Dumai's laughter, him and his stupid illusions. And then, like the paper bleeds, the tiny writing you recognize as the mafiosos. It's very neat, and even in his writing, there is psychopathic tendency. Who writes their Y's like that, and their I's, and their E's? Why are some letters tiny and neat and others massive? It just... Regardless. It says, in Professor Corian's room, there is a golden apple that he keeps. He uses it for demonstration. You will collect this and give it to us.
Should be easy enough. Find a replacement. Tucks the note away. Lays back in the bed. Arms, hands crossed behind his head. Breathes in 5 seconds. Holds it 5 seconds. Releases 5 seconds. And does that about 100 times until something else happens. Or he falls asleep.
Okay. Meanwhile, the rest of our adventurers travel to their dorms in small groups, clustered together as maybe potential friends. Which group would you like to start with, players? We have Finnick and Skyla together, and then on the other side we have August and Cassius. And even still, we have Taylin and Lorelei.
I feel like Lorelei and Taylin would be last, because Lorelei would wait till the last minute to get back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think whatever order we probably took off in.
I think we made a
Okay.
detour to go.
Skyla and I went to the bathroom together, right? To go
We
check
did,
for
yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it you guys or was it August and I?
Was it? No, we went to the bathroom. You guys went to go look for somebody else. We went to go look for Nim in the bathroom. I think. Wait, I'll look. Pause.
You did. I think
Yeah.
Cassie and August just head back, so we can start with them.
Sounds good.
This is moments after you witness the headmaster,
Oh yeah, we all saw that, I'm pretty sure.
except for Lorelei.
Right.
Yeah, because she was inside.
So Cassius and August, once it is well and safe and you've established you can move without drawing attention, the headmaster has not been seen in several long, pregnant moments filled with tension and anxiety. You break the silence, bursting the bubble. It's time to go.
Guess we best head back then, yeah?
I suppose that was. Yeah. Let's do that.
I probably best not talk about it.
Perhaps.
Do you think maybe when we meet back up with everyone, we should tell them what we saw?
I'm honestly unsure of what it is that we've just witnessed. But I suppose if you feel it is right to discuss it, we can do so.
I mean, maybe? Right. We'll think about it. And
Yes, for now, let's
Yeah.
regroup.
yeah, we'll just wait till we regroup and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Agreed.
And so the two of you hustle to the dormitory towers. And then we slide over to Finnick and Skyla. The both of you are unaware that Cassius and August saw what you did. August and Cassius were hidden on the other side of the fountain, closer to the dormitories than either of you. And so after an anxious-filled silence, one of you breaks it. Curfew is close.
That was eventful.
You could say that.
And Nick would start
I mean-
walking towards where they disappeared and look for things on the ground.
Roll an investigation.
What are you looking for?
Well,
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Maybe there's like some kind of clue or something, and we can like look at it later. I don't know. It's like playing. You know that one group where they got the cat, and then the cat and the friend and all their buddies do like this investigation thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the cat in the investigation story. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Ruby Doo or something. Ruby Roo. That's what it is. Ruby Roo, the cat.
Yep.
Right. I've just figured, we.
No. Makes sense. Go for it. I can help as well.
Are you sure you don't want to get your fingers dirty?
I think they'll be okay. You can Finnick, for your concern.
Fine. What did you say? Roll for investigation. That's a 17 on the die plus 3, 20.
Yeah.
Dust. Very fine black dust. What is a little more frightening, however, Finnick, there are fays called Unseelie. And when they travel, they use black dust. And if they knew you were at this school, I don't think, or you don't, Finnick doesn't think, that they would care that they were at Strixhaven. They would outright try to kill you for who and what you are.
Well, I don't want to be here no more. I say let's go. Quickly.
Oh.
Back to the room. I don't need to be
Uh,
here.
You good?
Yeah. Absolutely. Look at that.
What did you
What did
you find?
Nothing. Dirt. There's dirt
Oh.
on the ground. That's it. I mean, you can step on it. I'm gonna smell it. Finnick holds out
No.
his hand that he had, like, touched the black dust.
How tall are you, by the way, Finnick? This is out of character, but how tall's your
small.
character?
He's a
Oh,
baby.
okay, cool. Okay.
He's a wee baby boy.
Okay, so you're reaching up to my
yeah.
nose, all right? Okay. I'm just looking down and go, no, and I pause, but I go, I trust you. Let's go.
He's gonna put some of the, like, he's gonna try to, like, not, like, collect it in a sense, but more so put it in a place where he can brush it off later, if that makes sense. So rubs his hand in the dirt and then sticks it in his pocket. And then rubs his hand in his pocket.
I want to roll to see if I notice that or not, but it's up to you, Void.
Roll an insight. Or
Thank you. Why is it with my insight? There we go. Hi. That is let me just write in +1 and a 19. That's dirty 20.
I would say you notice.
19 +1. Okay. I don't say anything. Yeah, guess we head off to the dorms.
Did you
After you, Finnick. Hmm?
Did you have any sort of feelings about today's game? I mean, you didn't really win anything, but just curious.
I mean, I learned more about some people, I guess. Would have been fun to keep playing, but I guess we had other things to deal with, didn't we?
I think it was wrong of us to fight.
Is it?
Well, to be honest, listen. I don't really think that it's right to put up our fisticuffs and fight against something that, I mean, you can use your words, you can talk about it, but why you gotta use your fists? I don't understand.
Well, it's not always about always using fists. It's just sometimes situations
Clearly, somebody was throwing
dictate.
chairs at people and jumping off tables. They were really looking for like a WWF fight or something.
I've heard about that. Yeah. Not really watching myself, but I've heard of it.
It's
Seems quite entertaining.
Waffling.
A lot of spandex
figures.
from what I hear.
Yeah. That's what it's called. That's what it stands for, right?
Yeah. But I understand, not every situation needs to get physical, but I'm sure. Are you really
that's
thinking
the
that
thing,
we
it
could
shouldn't
use
get
our
physical.
words?
It shouldn't get physical. Oh, I see. I see what kind of person you are. All right. Let's
Look,
change the
you
subject.
you make the decisions that you need to in the situation, and then do you feel like it could have gone any other way? Really?
I mean, maybe I think if somebody hadn't gone and played tattletale, told the teacher, it would have been fine. But now we have to go back to detention, and I really don't want to do that. I'm really not feeling it.
Hey, we can only go up from here. It's only our first day. We've gone
Go
through a
up,
lot
yeah,
already.
go up in fucking smoke and flame.
I mean, it'd be entertaining.
Poisonous gas, more likely.
Poisonous gas?
Detention. Same place we were at last time. We go back to detention. We're gonna go up in poisonous gas.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
And it just
Yeah?
like takes a deep breath and looks up at the sky. Do you ever wish that? I mean, this is day one, but like, do you ever wish that
Yeah.
we could like leave and then come back and start the day all over, so we don't 1, get lost, get all pukey and gross, and then 3, not have gotten in detention again. Like,
Is that what
what's
you're
that
worried about,
thing?
detention? Is that what you're worried about? That you've got detention on
No,
your
I just
first
think,
day?
not really. I don't really mind. What I do, and I don't, I just don't think it's fair.
I mean,
You shouldn't
is life
hound
fair,
people.
really?
It's supposed to be a group and somebody told on us. I don't like that.
Hey, we're learning about people. You know, sometimes you don't learn about people till months or years from knowing them. It's taken us less than 6 hours to establish ourselves in this world, in this school, and we know who not to trust and maybe people who we can trust. And I think that's
who do you
valuable.
think we can trust, Skylar?
I
Who
believe I can
we
trust you, Finnick. Can I?
I think you can trust. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Yeah, you can trust me. Oh my, look at
Yeah.
me. Yeah, he's got the biggest smile on his face, and his cheeks are like all little, like, cute and puffy. Like he's like, oh, you trust me. That's so nice. Thank you. Oh, that's really nice to hear. Yeah, I think we could be good friends, you know. And then he
Let's see
winked.
how the rest of the day goes. No.
And so, with that, the two of you continue your travels to the dorms.
Yeah.
And Lorelai, Taylin and you did have some conversation
Yep.
on your way to the dorms. And just
That's
before
an understatement.
And just before you get to the dorms, Lorelai, I need you to make a perception check.
Great. Okay. Which die? Let's try this one. Okay. Not bad. That is a 17.
Curfew is ripe upon you. You step into the courtyard of the dorms. And the dorms for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year are all surrounding this courtyard. It looks as if some of the second years maybe, at least you don't recognize any faces from orientation, but some second years are gathered around one of the benches outside the towers in the courtyard area. And one of them is familiar in a way. Maybe I should describe what they're all doing. Typical of college campuses, especially college campuses that have bards, performers. There are sessions when friends hang out, and sometimes maybe acquaintances, and they jam. They have a variety of instruments, they sing. Well, in this group, there's one guy who is put on the spot. He's kind of back and away from the group, sitting on the grass, not at one of the picnic tables. And they start chanting, "Come on, sing, come on, sing, come on, sing." And after a few moments, Taylin also, her little steps are, she's a lot shorter than you, so it's like 8 of her steps to like one of your graceful strides. And so you're kind of just holding the gate open for her to catch up because she paused having seen some dandelions and needing to collect those for the room, and she made sure to get one for everybody, which probably will just make a mess. And then you notice that they're the dandelions that still have the yellow top, and she's muttering at herself, but regardless, she's doing the dandelion thing. You're watching this group, and this tall figure, he stands, and he mutters. Sounds like he acquiesces, and he begins to sing. His baritone is beautiful and haunting. And as the notes rise in pitch and volume, he goes from baritone to alto, tenor, all the way to a lilting soprano. His eyes are closed. One of his hands is just hovering over his stomach. The other is caught up in the sound. It is beautiful. And you have heard his voice before, you are sure of it. But you cannot, for the life of you, recognize him as he is now. Dark hair, lighter bangs in the front, piercings, pale skin, long curved ears. He doesn't. This voice belongs to another performer. You have heard them perform. It wasn't in school, it was at a concert in this beautiful hall. There were thousands of people, everyone dressed as black tie. It was one of your first time performing in such a gilded hall. And he was there as a special guest. This voice. You can't believe it's not connecting. You feel like you've missed it by a point. But it is enough. It is enough that you know that you've seen him before. You know that you've heard him sing. And very likely he has heard you perform in the way that you are best. And then all at once he's done, and the majority of his fellows seem stunned. And he says, I'm going to bed. And then noticing you and Talon approaching the first year dormitory, he pulls it open for you. But he doesn't look at you, and he doesn't look at Talon. He just politely holds the door.
Lorelei will do that. You know when you don't want to look at someone, but you kind of like do that like side glance to like make it look like you're not looking at them, just to see if she could put a finger on it. But as she moves, she just goes, "Q."
He mutters "You're welcome." And Talon
And
is
she
just unabashedly at your side, staring, holding her dandelions, just full head turn, like goes into the door sideways. Oh. And you and her get about 5 steps when she says out loud, "He's really good at singing and very handsome. Do you want me to go ask him what his name is?"
I think that's necessary. If we don't get into our rooms, we're going to be in trouble. But
Oh, nonsense.
it looks like he goes,
Hey!
We're,
Hey, you!
we're already...
No, I'm going.
Talon,
Hey!
please.
Do you stop her?
Yes.
It's not
We've
hard.
already gotten in trouble once. We don't need to get in trouble again. There's a high chance we're going to see this boy again. We can ask then.
Did you see the scar on his face?
I might have taken a glance.
We gotta get Finnick to talk to him.
That would be an interesting combination.
Finnick is clearly the best of us at making friends. Other than maybe your one friend that you talked about that you said was in the bathroom. I'm excited and hope I get to meet him. I got him a dandelion. Do you think that he'll like... Oh, looks like he's holding the door open for someone else. Oh, I thought we were special.
I mean, it's pretty common to open doors if you are a gentleman. And with that type of singing skills, I have a strange feeling that he has been well trained.
I've been well trained. For violence. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not true. Okay. And she just is gonna skip ahead of you.
I do hope that Nim is in his room. I will think you would find him quite amusing. And honestly, if I had to pick between Finnick or Nim to talk to that man, I would probably pick Nim.
Okay. You know who I think should talk to him? You, silly lady. Haha!
Depending on what kind of classes we have, I should probably introduce myself.
She's like trying to yuck it up all the way up the steps. She's like kind of elbowing you like he was kind of handsome, huh? Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Isn't on the ice, I can agree. I am very curious of where that scar came from.
It looked really ugly. Gosh, that was so rude. I shouldn't say that, but it did.
Can tell stories. Then there's probably a good one.
Do you know who probably
I know
has
a
good
performer.
stories? You! And she does little
Silly, I
finger
don't have any
guns.
scars.
Well, I'm sure you have them, but they're just invisible. Duh. Jeez.
Oh no, I have tried very, very hard to make sure there's no scars on my body.
Yep, that in and of itself is a scar right there. That's called perfectionism.
Lorelai will actually like pull up one of her sleeves on her arms and just be like, "You can take a look. There's only a few places that are hidden."
Wait. Oh, wait. Wow, your skin kind of shimmers. Lorelai, are you a mermaid?
I'm a sea elf. Not quite the same. But I do know a
I
few
was never allowed
mermaids.
to play with the sea elves. My parents were too afraid I would drown. Granted, I did
Oh.
drown as a kid, but they saved me. Well, my personal guard
That's
saved me,
good.
but yeah.
The creatures you need to be careful of are actually sirens. They're the ones that drown people.
They're the ones with the sharp teeth, right?
Indeed.
Crazy.
Although some of them are actually quite nice. It depends on what family they come from.
So does Lorelai have scars on her arm well hidden?
Nope.
No, it's just perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Taylin is just like, okay, well, kind of hides her knuckles a little bit. Yeah, let's go meet Nim.
See, this is where the difference between you and I are. You definitely have had some experience with fighting. I haven't. That's why I don't have scars on my body.
I just get mad accidentally, but that's why we're gonna be Pams together.
Pams?
Yeah, the Pact Anger Management Squad.
Oh. Is that a new department within our group?
It's not official. It's more like fan fiction.
Oh. Who is in this group?
Well, me and Cassius and August and Finnick. I think we're gonna
Quite
meet
startling.
on Tuesdays.
Ah. It was a little startling to see Cassius and August go from one side to another.
She just flushes. When his shirt came off, oh my goodness. And then she doesn't talk at all the rest of the walk.
Barbarians have a tendency of being large.
Hold on, was that a polite way of saying he had huge tits? Hold on. Is that what just happened? Like, did that?
No.
She's
I'm
just
not the-
stating facts.
I'm not the only one who heard that, right? Like that happened.
Huge tracts of land.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
Nim,
yep.
Nim, you're barely starting to fall asleep. Thank you all for reaffirming that I'm not crazy. Cassius big tits hashtag 2025.
It got real spicy in that fight.
Cassius and August are the first to arrive. You're just on the cusp of sleep. Like, right there, and the two of them step in to the room.
Without opening his eyes, Welcome back. I trust your evening has been elucidating.
If you mean eventful, it was that. I hope yours. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh, I'm feeling much better.
Oh,
Did you
good.
bring me anything nice?
He looks at his empty hands. I didn't. I'm sorry. I thought maybe you just weren't feeling up to anything. Sorry.
Disappointing, but that's okay. We'll get better at it.
How about a good story instead?
What kind of stories do you like to tell?
Well, I was going to tell you the story about what happened while you were indisposed.
I love that story.
Right,
You just kind of like, bleh.
So, we were playing cards, and Taylin left when she found out that SETI person that we kind of ran into in the hallway earlier had been rude to Cassius, and she kind of went off and maybe accidentally picked a fight.
Oh no.
And they were using pretty intense, like, they were using magic and stuff, so a couple of us may have got a little out of hand. I hit a kid with glasses with a stool, and Cassius here lost his shirt, and it was,
Lost
now
a
we have
shirt.
detention.
Oh, you all have detention. Well, if you
But
need
so
me
do
to
they.
bring you anything during your detention, I'm more than happy to. Anyone heard?
I mean, a couple bumps and bruises, but I think we avoided anything too damaging. Although I did hit that kid with the glasses pretty hard with that stool.
He probably deserved it.
Absolutely, 100% deserved it.
Well, did you win, you think?
I think we won.
That's the spirit. Even if you didn't really. Always say you did.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm glad everyone's in relatively one piece. I look forward to making the next fight. I'm sure all of you will start another one up here soon.
I mean, I don't normally start fights.
Oh,
It was
that'll
just
change.
It was just it was a really unfair, right, Cassius? It was really unfair. It was a very unfair situation, and I just couldn't stand there and not do anything.
Just let it slide. Yeah, no, I completely understand.
There were about 4 of them, all on Taylin. So
That's definitely unfair.
And one of them cast a freaking firebolt. That's the one I hit with the stool.
Ah, they're casting magic. I see. Do you think SETI
Was
will be a
well deserved.
problem moving forward?
I don't know. We're all sentenced to detention, so maybe they'll learn their lesson. I don't know. Maybe getting hit with the stool helped learn a lesson. I don't know. It might have made things work. But you know what? If he wants to bully me instead of Taylin, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But it was, I don't know. It was just not okay. I was not okay with it.
Well, I'm
I do
glad you
believe
stood up.
that, I received mixed signals from SETI. There was some aggression, but I also think that there may have been some arousal.
Oh,
Like they
Unsure.
were into...
fighting?
Their comments were most forward, to say the least.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of went into a blackout rage, and I didn't notice a whole lot of conversation.
Well, full disclosure, that's a bit more worrisome than I had originally anticipated, but
I mean, I don't normally do that. It doesn't happen very often. It was totally
I meant
I wouldn't-
more SETI's, let's say,
Oh.
lust for fighting.
Hmm. They did say this is City's second time being a first year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Maybe that's part of their problem.
Getting into fights.
Maybe.
All
don't
that I
know.
can say is they are not one to be underestimated. It was a brief encounter, but I could tell that they are quite strong.
Definitely skilled. Well, Finnick and Skyla went off to check on you in the bathroom, so when they find you not in the bathroom, I imagine they'll be behind us shortly.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be
That's-
on the way.
That's about the point that they both walk into the room.
Ayo, there they are.
And as
Perfect.
you
Welcome
walk into the
in.
room, you hear Finnick telling Skyla about how green is a fantastic color, and that sometimes it reminds him of the little fuzzy leaves that feel like sheep's ears. And he had a friend who had sheep's ears. And that's like, yeah, he had these ears, and they were like that plant that's like really soft. You know, have you ever felt it? It's like a lamb's ears, and he had lamb's ears, and I compared the two, and they were sitting right next to each other. It was brilliant.
Ah,
And
well,
all you see from Skylar is just, yeah. Oh, Nim, hi.
Oh,
Hello.
no.
Good evening.
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling better. I'm on the mend.
Oh, that's great.
I'm hoping that this day of various illnesses will be the only time.
oh yeah, that's right, because you were puking more than the rest of us earlier, so yeah, rough day. Definitely get some rest then.
Don't have the greatest constitution when it comes to magical plagues, I suppose.
What was it that
That's fine.
affected you?
Must have been the food.
You know what? It's lactose intolerancy. I know it. Everybody's got it. It's impacting everybody. I bet you any money that cupcake had dairy in it, and you can have dairy. Is that it?
You know, the
Are
more you
lactose
eat
intolerant?
dairy, the more resistant you become to your own intolerance. To
You
some
become
degree.
my uncle. That's not true.
What happened
This
to your
bathroom-
uncle?
Are you calling me a liar?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
All right.
you eat, and you're gonna pay
You got
for
me.
it. That's fine. If you wanna, you know, damage our bathroom, that's fine. I'm just
Trust
saying.
me, I have no interest in damaging any bathrooms. I do have an interest in... We have magical tea that appears here at a whim. Tea? Appear! He points at the table.
There's some chinking. Ching, ching, ching.
I didn't think that would work.
Chamomile and lavender is served tonight.
He goes over and grabs some. Ah. Ginger, appear!
Yep. Ginger tea appears, not actual ginger. Ginger lemon tea.
Take some ginger tea. I didn't think that'd work so easily. I thought I'd...
How about African mint appear?
Your phone says max amount of requests made for your
Oh,
room.
for fuck's sakes!
Please try again next short rest.
Oh, you wasted all of it. You didn't even get the best one. You didn't get the green tea. No, you had to go for fucking herbal tea. Are you serious? Come on. Oh,
It's good for the
man.
stomach. You'll give me
How
that
close is
one
the
for tonight,
How
will you?
close is the kitchen? Is there a kitchen?
There is a kitchen in the dormitories in the bottom. Imagine the dormitories like a Chicago skyscraper, where there's a small cafeteria where you can buy snacks and food on top of the kitchen in the back. It's all like industrial, but it's things that are geared towards breakfast breads. By now, it would be absolutely closed, and the majority of folks would be getting dinner from Fire Jolt, the actual cafeteria in the main college building, or at Beau's End. So, this one is... This store of convenience is part magical apothecary, part bakery.
Okay. So I was going to say, I
Surprise
mean, I
for
can just go to the
Daddy.
kitchen and just get everyone a cup of tea if they really want it, Finnick.
There might be some kind of magical vending machine.
Mm.
Especially if the kitchens are closed like everywhere
Or
else.
like, maybe we can get like cream pop. That's delicious. You ever
Sure.
tried that?
Whatever.
Are we permitted to go out past curfew?
Is it past curfew right now? I thought we had a little bit of time left.
Pretty close. But I think it's mostly wandering around campus grounds. Is what the specific rule is. Campus grounds. You're allowed to be awake in your dorm. After
Cool.
curfew.
So we can get like snacks or go. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I mean, I'm happy to wander. We haven't really explored our dorms yet, have we? We've done everything else.
I think if we all have snacks, we can all sit down. We can all, have a little nighttime storytelling.
What
Like
sort of take
bedtime
stock of
story.
today?
Do you have like a bottomless stomach? Because we just had like a bunch of cupcakes.
I only had 3.
And now
All right, I only had 3 cupcakes.
you realize
Could've had more.
those cupcakes were pretty large, yeah?
No. Finnick has told me those cupcakes were not substantial enough, and they seem very convincing on the reasons why. So
I say we get popcorn, we get pizza, and okay, maybe not. Might be too late.
why don't we have a look and see what's there first before we decide to make decisions on what may not be available? Finnick?
Okay, you can do that and bring it back.
Oh, okay.
If you would like, I do have some homemade rations that they will help to stave off your hunger.
Well, it's not that I'm hungry. It's more like I'm a bit snacky. Do you know the difference? No. It's hungry is like I want a steak or like a nice big Caesar salad, but snacky is like I want chips and popcorn and all the little chocolates and. Never mind. This is too much hassle.
I mean, I was going to explore anyway. If you want to come along, Finnick, you're more than welcome to.
At about this point is when the door opens, and
Oh.
Timlin and Lorelai step in.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back.
Finn is pouting when he sees Lorelai, like in a scowl.
Does anyone notice that?
I would say
mean,
just
I can-
passive of at least a 12, yes.
If it is that bothersome to you, Finnick, I suppose we could fetch some snacks. You don't need to pout.
What? Sorry, what? Were you talking to me? His face like clicks back into like this perfect nonchalant face. What? Did you say you were gonna get me snacks? Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. Thank you.
I think
Taylin runs up and just shoves Dandelion in everybody's hands.
Oh.
Oh.
She stops over here by Nim's bed. Hello. My name is Taylin, and I got you a dandelion. May all your wish comes true. Comes true. Wishes. Here you go.
You got it in one.
And yours.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And then she's gonna rush back over to the table. Tea! And she's just gonna grab some and sit down.
I mean,
What
it's her
bed is
room
mine?
too.
Where am I sleeping? I could sleep by the fireplace.
I think it was the one closest to the door.
Not to imply anything, by the way.
She runs over here.
No, it's not. No, not the rug. The
She
bed.
already walking around in circles, kneading.
I mean, if you're
bed-
comfortable, I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, if you'd rather sleep on but the bed over there, that's yours.
Oh,
Do you normally sleep on a rug?
I make move. I mean,
her bed's over there, but she's sitting by
Yeah.
you, Skyla.
that's absolutely all good with me. I mean, I shuffled along, so
I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually even remember which bed is mine.
Oh, me neither.
that's what. That's why we spent so little time in here. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, everyone's going.
Oh,
You got that, Finnick?
I'm just so happy that we're all friends. I don't have any, and so I'm so excited. And I want to do things that friends do. I'm okay going to get snacks with you, Finnick. I'll protect you.
It'd be a pleasure. And I look over to Finnick, so I say that.
And then maybe we could go over our papers together. Hmm?
Oh, the papers that I forgot about that.
That's what I was saying. We should get snacks, and then we sit in a circle and we tell stories,
Runs over to Finnick's bed, sits.
and we can find out all the little juicy details about everybody.
I don't want any of my details known.
It was a joke.
Oh! How are your pores non-existent? It's just crazy to me. She's like leaning in really close. Cat eyes,
Aloe vera.
like huge.
Aloe vera. I swear by it.
Hello, Vera.
Aloe
Cassius goes
vera.
over and looks too. That is most fascinating.
Aloe vera. Aloe. Words are hard. The NPC is gonna go into NPC mode now, and you guys get to roleplay with each
Yeah.
other.
I'm joining the commotion, just staring at Finnick. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just staring
Beautiful
her
skin, just beautiful. It actually shimmers a little bit like Lorelei's. This is fun. The comparative here.
Why is everybody getting so close to me? I mean, I don't mind. Of course, he starts posing. He's like, look at me. Oh, look at my face. Look at me.
Are you
like-
blushing, Finnick?
No, of course not.
Eh?
I just want to know why are we looking at my face?
Because
I will say,
don't mind,
I am standing on your bed as 6 foot tall, staring at you. So just bear that in mind. Not knowing about personal space at this moment. I'm just interested. Everyone else was staring. I just wanted to see what's going on.
beauty is what's happening.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wink.
What? You're one to talk, Skyla. Squint. I don't see really. Yep. Also lucky. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Felix, did
Skylar,
you
I
say
see
wink
one
or
whisker
did you
on your
wink?
face. I see it. It's right there.
I've got
see
a
a
question.
whisker.
I've got a question. Felix,
Yeah.
did you say wink out loud or did you just wink? I feel like Finnick would say wink out loud.
Okay.
Finnick
DM.
did indeed say wink out loud. We did not imagine it.
While this conversation about flawless skin is happening,
Yeah.
I think August is actually gonna slip out the room and go find the snacks. Just
He's like,
quietly,
Lack of snacks going on.
unassuming. He's just gonna like do
Just roll me
go
a sleight of
on.
hand.
Sleight of hand or
Slap of
stealth?
snacks.
Oh, yes, a stealth. Wow. Sleight of hand for stealth, then sleight of hand. Perfect.
Okay.
Nick's just leaning back in his bed with his feet up, and he's like, "Yeah, look at my face." And he's kind of like, "Hey, check me out," you know? Like his hands are up, and he's like, "Yeah, I did this one
know-
skin routine." He's telling you about it.
The stealth is gonna be a 20, and the
Nice.
sleight of hand is gonna be an 18.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So this conversation continues about skin and there's preening, but it's Cassius and Taylin seem to be on like the same brainwave. All right, there is almost I don't know. I I can't say it without sounding so like.
Non-PC.
Yes?
If you want to put it in text, and we can say it for you.
They're so
Interested in the details and forward.
yes, it's quite the anyways.
Hmm.
They're both caught up. Skyla's caught up. Lorelai, what are you doing? And Finn, not Finn. Oh my God, Nim, other son. What are the two of you doing while this is happening?
I DM'd you what I was doing.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
whispers.
Drinking tea and observing the proceeds while internally screaming inside.
Perfect. That's
Oh, that's
exactly where I want you
rude.
to be.
If you've seen the animated movie Nimona, there's a scene in the car with Golden Loin. Those who know, know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I would like to. Regardless. As soon as August, you come back into the room. Lorelai's nowhere to be seen. Her bed looks completely empty, which is odd because she was here. Lorelai, you can't hear anyone,
Yes.
and you don't think they can hear you.
Perfect.
On top of that, you seem to be kind of in your own little undisturbed dimension here. And August, Finnick, with Taylin and Cassius and Skyla around him, the way he's sitting, leaned back, ankles crossed, he just kind of looks like a little king.
A little king?
Just like a little blonde king. He's just in his. They're laughing, they're smiling, and there's. God, there's a moment where Taylin giggles, and you remember everything. And the story, it sucks at the end, August. Every time this flashback, every time it rears its ugly head, you always end up having to clear your throat over the lump. Life can end so abruptly for the stupidest reasons. Someone just makes a mistake. And the fragility of it all is so unfair. But this scene with the four of them, it's just so... God, the peacefulness of it just reminds you... It reminds you of the loss. Because that same peace is what preceded the death. All at once, the four of you that are on the bed, and then across the room, including Nim, you all are come to sharp awareness that August has re-arrived with snacks in tow. And,
Finn starts a slow clap.
He's got a myriad of tea packets.
Everyone, Nim
Oh yeah,
joins
this
in.
slow clap. He's like, brilliant, brilliant.
Hi. Yeah, here you go. Got some snacks.
Thank you for getting us snacks.
I truly appreciate you. Truly. Oh, bless you. And he's like got his hands in front of his head like he's like praying at you. Bless you. Amazing.
Has anyone seen Lorelai?
I noticed when I came in the room that she was missing, but I also didn't see her leave. So
She's probably off, maybe dissing some butterflies or something, saying that they're in, like, I don't know, parrots, birds of some sort. Maybe an eagle making fun of people. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure she was just teasing you when she said that.
I didn't like it.
Maybe you should tell her that. Say she actually hurt your feelings.
I didn't say it hurt my feelings. I'm just saying I didn't like it because, I mean, she.
Well, if you didn't like it, then it hurt your feelings.
He just like looks at her. Okay, all right, you're right. Thanks for the advice. You're right.
She just gives you a soft smile. And you're like, ah, the green brain cell. That's what we're gonna call it now.
I mean, it was just if we're gonna be roommates and classmates, and it'd probably be best if, we're all pretty forward when something bothers us so that we can work on not offending each other. I don't really want to be awkward with my roommates and stuff. I want to be able to be comfortable, and this room's supposed to be a place of solace, We don't want to start the semester off by making enemies of each other.
You know
Right.
what? That makes great sense because that means that we can read all these papers and all these little, what they call them, rumors about us, and we don't have to believe it. We could just laugh about it.
We were
Haha,
gonna
great
believe
story.
it. My plan
mean-
was, it's not real. Nothing can be verified, and if you can't verify it, it's not real.
But here's the
That's-
thing.
Well, it's a rumor, yeah?
A rumor is based. It's not always just falsities, is it? Rumors can be based in fact.
That's about the moment that Lorelai's curtain slides open and the invisible wall disengages.
Whoa! The magic curtain!
And Taylin like jumps back on a Mow! And it like and she like curves her back.
Apologize, I didn't mean to scare anyone.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Lorelai. Welcome. Welcome.
Don't need to ask so excited. It looks like these work. I couldn't hear you guys at all, and it looks like you couldn't see me.
Aye, we thought you were gone.
We don't have any concept of object permanence.
Ah, sounds so nice.
Are we gonna sit around the table now and play more games? And
Well, I brought...
read- She
Yeah.
wiggles our little dope finger beans and read our dossiers.
Come, everyone. Come to the circle. Daddy
She
Finnick
over
will
here.
read you a bedtime story. Come on.
She like screeches around the table to sit by Cassius. But when she gets there, she like straightens and like brushes out her dress and then sits like a princess.
Aye, there's not really quite enough room for Stephen Doll to sit at the table. I'll stand at the head of the table. I don't mind standing.
Here.
If you want to come over here with us.
Share with me.
Apart.
I'll just sit
Can
closer to
Finnick
Cassius.
make-
Oh.
Can Finnick make a chair out of plants for August to sit
You
on?
sure can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So Taylin's like, oh, never mind. You have a chair. I'll just.
How convenient.
And then makes a little flower in his hand and gives it to Taylin.
Oh, she blushes. She just says, you're very handsome.
Sorry for taking Oggy away from you. I just figured he might want to sit on his own and have a nice little spot to sit, cross his legs.
She puts it in her hair and it falls out. She tries to put it in her hair and it falls out. And she's like, oh no, I'm killing the flower.
Nim, I know you don't feel well, but do you want Cassius to carry you over to a chair so he can join us?
I don't require any carrying. I'm feeling much better, thank you.
I
And,
tried to get a variety.
Hate to
of
miss a
snacks.
chance to be carried by Cassius, but I think I'll be all right.
And Lorelai,
I'm sorry, I can't move my icon. I've been trying for like the last minute.
like, do you want to
Oh,
sit beside
no.
us?
They falling asleep.
He literally, he has the seat beside him and he puts his hand up. You can sit beside me.
It let me move you, so I moved you.
Thank you. I like
don't-
moved her out of the.
Oh yeah, we
bounds.
can move you.
Yeah, but I can't move myself. Fucking
That's
weird.
weird.
Okay, hold on. Let me
New
delete
torture.
you. Pull
That's
yourself
interesting.
out. Pull your name
Yeah.
out. Click on your name in the corner.
I'm like,
And
oh,
drag.
I don't. There we go. Oh, there's two of me.
No, you're good. You're good. I can't move
Wow,
you anymore,
there
so
are
you should
two
be
of
good
them.
now.
Can you move that one?
There we go. Now I can.
There we go.
Well, you're like,
you
okay, I
moved her
know
out of bounds and it was like,
Yep, pretty
Did
much.
anyone see that? There was just 2. No. All right.
Poof.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to you guys.
have it open.
Oh, you do? Good. Okay. So
It's
now
the Canva one,
Sly,
right?
Sly is gonna stream to you guys, and I'm gonna stream to chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I streaming?
Oh,
you?
the
You wanna go-
dossier.
don't
I was so
understand.
confused.
Okay.
I'm still confused.
I'm going. Shh. It's okay. You're gonna watch 2 streams, okay?
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna watch 2 streams. I promise. It'll be totally okay when it all comes. You'll see.
On Twitch.
No, here, in Discord.
Oh, Discord. Oh.
yes.
Yeah, because mine is very low quality because we're streaming. So, for you
So you
guys,
can usually watch twice. So click on mine, and there should be like an eyeball.
mine is just for listening.
Yes.
So you're listening to mine.
Can
and
you
the-
see?
Aye.
Okay, this is the right one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You
I
see
was not
Finnick?
asking you guys. I'm asking Void. Yes, this is the correct one, right?
Yes, you got it.
Yes,
Are we on Finnick?
yes.
You open Finnick's?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
That
you want me to
score,
open Phoenix first?
He's the first one. You tell me
Yep.
who you pick first.
I've got him. But
Okay.
he skips over his 100%.
Okay.
Like, he's gonna skip over his and
okay.
he'll
Then
come back to it.
Cassius is. Oh.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure I was the one carrying the paper.
Well, it's in my hands now.
Whoa, I didn't hand it to you.
That's right. You didn't hand it to him, but he still has.
That's
it.
a.
Thief.
I would question that personally. But
Did we notice him skip
Yeah,
over
do
his?
we notice him skip his? I'm sitting right by him.
Anyone with
I'm
a-
also sitting right by
Oh
him.
no, come on, let me do sleight of hand with this. This is like a card trick. This is like a whole nother card trick.
You can roll a sleight of hand, but everyone will roll opposing.
Perceptions?
I'm also gonna make this large. So when we're ready, we'll.
I didn't roll amazing.
Do I get to roll with advantage or just normal?
I got a 14.
Just normal roll. I mean, you're gonna. Oh wait, you're noticing to see if he skipped him. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nim
So I'm
got a
rolling
nat
stealth?
20.
Oh, you catch it, Nim.
I lock eyes with him to denote that I noticed, but Nim doesn't say a word.
Finnick will.
I like how we've noticed a lot
and
about Finnick, but no
will-
one said anything yet.
He'll wink. He'll wink, but he won't say wink this time. But he gives you a little,
You won't
a little
say it.
knowing
this time.
smirk.
Fantastic.
Okay. And so, what was your sleight of hand again? I'm so sorry I missed it.
That's okay. So I had a dirty 20.
Okay, so
Mm.
literally the only one who catches you is Nim. Everyone else misses it, but they'll notice later.
Yeah, when someone's missing.
Okay, so we're not gonna listen to the sad music. We're gonna listen to something a little more blooming, a little happier. Okay, and we start with Cassius. Taylin, oh god. Okay, you know what? Just Sly, you take it away. I'm gonna open it up for everybody on stream. And Sly, we're gonna pretend this is srikersly stream. She's reacting to this right now. Here we go. I put you in the
Wow.
corner.
All right. Finnick's got the book in his hands and he's like rubbing his hands together. Gather round. Cassius,
We have.
Tomb Raider. Oh, that
I think it's
is
supposed to be tome reader, and I spelled it wrong.
Tome. That's all right. Well, that's how Finnick reads it. He reads it as Tomb Reader. Interesting name. First year obtained scholarship. Wow, smarty pants over here. Look at that. And he's like giving you like the thumbs up. He's like, wow, scouted. Wow, round of applause. All right. Lawhold mage potential. Multi potential with a bloom. That's the plants and stuff. All right, score 177. Nice.
Taylin's like, oh, there's a possibility of, I think, getting a 400 on the entrance exam. And then she realizes what she said, and her ears drop.
Whoops.
That's all right. He like puts out his hand and like he's like, "You did your best." You did your best. It happens. It's all right.
I was not aware that they would be publicly releasing our test scores.
I don't think
You
these
don't
are
have
public.
to be embarrassed.
I think these are. I think Nim mentioned to not me, but you guys, and I overheard, that these were found in the biblioplex. These were not public. These were borrowed.
Borrowed, did you say?
Third years, they tutor us, and my favorite is Kihojo. She's so nice, but she's really busy. And anyways, I think she was looking at new students to tutor.
Okay.
So it's not public then, which is good.
I shouldn't be here. I scored a 9.
A 9?
I panicked and threw up all over my test.
That's fair.
Okay, well, and they
Who
did
hasn't
ask you
panicked
to
and
like.
thrown up all over their test?
Well, yeah, but if you're ill, surely they allow you to retake the test, surely.
Yeah, of course. I just, I didn't want Cassius to feel, here's my dandelion.
Here's
No, you know what? 177. That's an accomplishment. You did all right. Don't worry about it. It's what you said. You'll do better next time. And it gives you a thumbs up.
And standardized testing is really not a good way to judge one's actual intelligence anyway, so...
I agree with that. That's really, really smart of you to say, August. Because listen, not everybody learns the same way, right? Not everybody's good at the same things. Everybody's got their own things happening, and I don't think it's really fair, is it? Whoever made those rules really needs to think about it.
Actually, that's untrue. Everyone does learn the same way, and everyone is good at the same things. It's just you that isn't. Sorry. You were right all along. Every anxiety, every worry you ever had. You really are just different in a bad way.
Taylin starts to sob.
Oh, I'm not talking. No, I was talking to Finnick. I was talking to Finnick.
There's no sound, just big globby tears just streaming down her cheeks.
Finnick's face is like has dropped open in like like he's like
was a wonderful
totally
first
Nim has had like a little shit-eating smirk on his face the whole time. Like he was saying that.
Green brain cell. Green
Really?
brain
That's the
cell.
one that got you? Ah.
I thought those were directed at me, my test scores.
We have got to get all of your confidences way, way up.
I was about to say that I'm pretty sure that are you trying to suggest that we're all wait, are you
Great, maybe we should just keep going.
That's a good
Finnick's
idea.
scratching his head.
Let's
he's like
not
the one
do-
finger
let's not-
scratching his head. He's like, and then he turns the page.
Oh, great, it's not over.
Now, there's the rumors. There's a story here. All right, let's see. Heard whispers. He doesn't. Do you want to read your own rumor? Do you want to tell other people what this says, or do you want me to read it out loud? I mean, I could tell it like a. or
It sounds like you're enjoying yourself, Finnick.
Please continue.
he sits up and he just puts 1 foot over, like he leans back, his 1 foot over his knee. And he leans back and it's like he's holding a book, like he's just totally the most chill expression. Rumors, heard whispers. Cassius heard whispers, and he starts to tell it like this story, and the voice changes, and he's like painting a picture. He's like, there's a rumor that Cassius heard whispers. He doesn't like people to touch his alchemy supplies because he secretly keeps forbidden ingredients. And then he starts just like almost, his voice is soft and beautiful.
Taylin stops crying, kind of lulled in to your story that she's used the tablecloth and some of the dry tea bags to mop up
Dab
her
her
face.
tears.
switching to the next page.
Oh, it's me.
Skylar,
Hmm.
first year. Obtained scholarship. Scouted. Multi-potential. Silver Quill, Prismari, Lorehold, Mage potential score 218.
I think that's pretty good.
It beats mine.
Oh.
Was that the DM or Talon?
Probably both.
I just
There's
was
more to life
picturing
than
her
just
doing.
tests.
I lost where I was, and I winked, and then my boomer eyes took over, and it was like, where am I?
Avid shonen manga collector.
Oh, wait, you turned the
Rumor-
page?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Why does it say backstory? Is this the backstory or rumor? I'm very confused. Avid shonen manga collector, rumored mastery at sleight of hand, may never return borrowed books. Hazard. Watch closely.
So does that mean you never return books to the library? Is that what that means, or?
I thought, wait, is this backstory or is this rumors?
I'm confused, Jesse. What is the answer?
Someone wrote, wow, it's supposed to say rumors, but it says backstory right now. You know what? Look at this. I'm just gonna. Hold
No,
on.
let's go.
Ahem. Ahem.
Cassius slowly moves his bag closer to himself with his books.
Wow, crazy! Wow, it starts saying rumored. Wow. Okay, look, who prepared this document? It's-
Surprisingly, it wasn't me. Not this time.
I feel like whoever created these rumors are a little confused. One is quite amusing, and then it goes into hazard, watch closely. I'm not sure what to believe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're rumors after all. You can't really. That's why I don't believe rumors. You know, I believe a person by their actions, not by what I've heard about them.
I feel like whoever is creating these rumors need to be fired. These are pretty subpar rumors.
Yeah, like if it,
I was going to say.
To be
I mean, I was
fair,
thinking it might be a bit more adventurous, personally. Well, I don't return books.
I mean, if the worst
I'm a
thing in the world
hazard.
is that you don't return books, that's pretty tame.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take that.
but is it true?
I feel like that's not
I-
necessary to answer. I feel like it's more fun if we find out ourselves.
I would
Cassius
not
holds
like
his
to.
books closer. The leather squeaks. Go ahead, Hazard.
Not like to find out personally.
I respect the library. Any other questions about me, or should we move on? Let's move on.
As you're
Just please
saying that,
ask before you take my books.
He's just slowly turning the page. Lorelei. Obtained scholarship. Scouted. Prismari Mage. Potential score 198. You look exactly like your school photo. Looks exact same.
She
Is that
also doesn't have
surprising?
any pores. It's amazing.
The scales help.
Lorelei got expelled from her old school.
Next
Rumored
page.
reasons include illicit relations. Oh yes, next page. Illicit relations with Teach. With Teach?
Who
With teacher?
prepared this document? Crazy.
And
Crazy.
Blackmail and slander. Right, okay.
Oh, that is a proper rumor.
Is it true?
Well, you'll have to find out, I guess.
That's almost as bad as not returning books.
How would we go about finding that
Oh.
out?
You'll have to see.
Oh, that
Did you
makes
find it
perfect sense. Thank
fascinating?
you.
One of these
You're
days,
welcome.
I think we just play truth or dare, and then we play truth or dare, and then we put ourselves in one of those truth-telling bubble things, and then we see how the real questions get asked.
I just love that Cassius's standing is that stealing books is just as bad as this.
Actually, the way he said it, it's even worse. So your rumor's not too bad.
All right, that's perfect. I guess
Books
Cassius
are
still thinks I'm
sacred.
fine.
They
I agree.
carry knowledge that can be passed down through the ages. Your illicit actions in the shadows end quickly and are likely unremarkable.
Once again, I appreciate your standards.
You flip the page.
Yes, turning the page. Oh, it's Oggy. Look at you in this. Look at your little smile in this picture. And he's like poking your face at it.
Right.
All right, Oggy says, obtained scholarship, scouted, mage potential on retainer. Wow. Score 140, extra tutoring required. And he like looks at you with that face. He's like, sorry. But he's
Sounds about right.
smiling.
No, that sounds about right.
You don't like tests either.
Definitely don't like tests. I'm much more of a practical tester as opposed to, like I said, standardized tests don't really tell a person's skill.
I'm
I'm
not
just
judging
curious
you.
if anyone has reached over 300.
Next page. The rumors. Okay, good. Rumored relation royalty. However, bastard child. That's not very nice to say, is it? And sent to Strixhaven to remain hidden. Are you hiding? Are you hiding from
I feel
somebody?
like I got off lightly.
Would y'all like
He's
to
really-
know?
Oh,
He's
wagging his
I think we do
eyebrows.
like to know.
Well, they're just rumors, right?
All just rumors.
We can always debate on which one's the worst when we're done seeing all of them.
Whoa. Finnick bows to you, and he's like, my liege.
Oh, please.
Next
No.
page. Him. Obtained scholarship, scouted, silver quill mage, potential, score 195.
I just answered what I felt was best. I didn't even study.
I studied for months.
You didn't study at all? Like, not even a little?
Yeah, imagine if I tried.
Oh, wow, imagine if you tried.
I might own the school.
There's a skill when it comes to taking tests. Some people can pass just by knowing how to take them. Doesn't take much for knowledge.
I'm gonna
Sometimes
look
just
over
guess.
at Talon and be like, it's alright, Talon. The two of us can take extra tutoring together.
Mine's mandatory.
I mean, I think mine's mandatory. It's noted in my dossier, but you know what? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And there's nothing wrong with extra tutoring. Sure, Cassius here's like to help you with your classes. Smart. Anyway,
What is that rumor?
Rumored to have helped cover up a murder by turning the victim into a sculpture. Watch carefully.
Yeah, I get these rumors when you have a family like mine. My grandmother on my mother's side was a Gorgon, actually.
Ah.
Oh.
I'm
so
lying.
I think we
It's
shouldn't
a
look at you
joke.
right in the eyes.
Oh.
Ha ha,
I'm
very funny. I
lying.
think you need to add like a little whimsical in your voice to make it seem like a joke, because right now, I think everyone here thinks you're being serious.
No,
No,
I thought it was
very-
hilarious. That was some great dry humor.
Thank you.
I didn't see you laughing, did I?
But you saw me smiling.
That's a
In your
smile.
hearts, I see nothing but smiles.
Oh, that's hilarious.
In any case, I have no idea where that rumor came from. It sounds like a lot of work.
August shrugs.
Oh, look at that! That's the end of the book. Oh, and then
I
you
think
just
not.
Finnick flips to the front of the book, but you say, "And I saved the best for last, didn't I?" You, that's right.
You'll be the judge of that, Finnick.
Obtained scholarship for scouted with a blue mage, and he's like flexing his muscles, potential natural fey abilities. Score 260, and he's like fist in the air, like he's like, hoo, 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 hoo. Can I get a round of applause?
I do.
Congratulations, you're now the tutor of the whole group.
He brushes his shoulder. No problem. No problem. I got this. You shouldn't study. Fuck the test. Let's go outside and have some fun. Sounds like a party.
No, I think you should teach us.
That's a lot of things wrong with that
You
sentence.
should move to the next
Regale us
page.
with your knowledge, oh master.
Let me tell you the story of Finnick Reed. And he's literally about to tell like this well-crafted story. And it's actually a good story. You're not bored, you're intrigued about this adventurous young boy. And he's telling you about the time he snuck into the tavern wearing nothing but a red hood. And by nothing, he means literally nothing. But nobody saw him. And then he starts to tell you, and he goes to the next page. And he reads the rumor, but he reads it in a way that is like an audiobook. The graphic audiobooks with the music playing in the background, and I'm gonna let Void Doll read. She's got a great storytelling voice.
Oh boy. And so as the story reaches a crescendo and then it begins to flow down and even out, Finnick's voice takes on a lattice work of Fey magic. And for those of you that are familiar with the Fey, you recognize the lilting sing-song tonals. They're almost sub-vocalizations that caress your cheeks in the way small pixie dust does, but in this case, it's a fairy's passion. And after sleeping with a rogue shape-changer, Finn awoke to find his prized loot was missing its strings, only to realize he had used them in his drunken state to tie up his lover. No longer angry, he proceeded with a quick morning romp and was seen exiting the stables, covered by only his loot, no red hood in tow.
I believe that.
Why? It
100%.
wasn't my loot strings. I promise. It was the hair from my back.
Oh my god.
Now that was a joke.
For just one awful moment, Taylin's face turns into this horrific mask of oh no, and then she starts laughing. She's like, oh, that was funny. And so the lot of you finish reading the dossiers. And you find yourselves sitting at the table, enjoying tea, maybe sharing your stories back and forth a little bit more. And this is where we're going to take a small bathroom break.
Pee-pee break.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Except the bathroom.
Unless you need to go get a break in the toilet and then come back.
Yeah, right. Sorry. If you, yeah, what Warwick said. Okay.
No,
Right
hold
here.
it. Pee your pants.
That's not what I meant. And we're back. Hey, everybody. It's me. And it's you. And it's us. There in the corner. Ooh.
That's me in the spot. Right.
My religion. Okay. So, tea's had. You've sat around the table. I'm going to give each of you a chance to role play with each other. Now, they've gone over your dossiers. You all saw the very, very last piece of the document. It was prepared by the chief bibliophile. Right. Now, with that being said, we're going to start with Skyla. Any role play for the group or anyone in particular?
I'm not sure if anyone's got anything who they burn into roleplay, then please feel free to go first. I can't think at the moment.
Okay, August.
Think after they're done with the dossier, he kind of like, I don't know, he zones a little bit. He's just kind of sitting there drinking tea. He doesn't have anything else specific to. He's a little zoning right now.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah.
He would definitely try to go to sleep. For sure.
All right, so Nim leaves the table, heads to
Well,
bed.
we're not very chatty, are we?
You've had
Not
a
tonight. Nim,
long-
definitely not tonight.
day.
He's got a lot to think
long
about.
day. You've had a long day. Yeah, and we're gonna slide over to Cassius.
I think after kind of shaking off a little bit of his own embarrassment, he'd kind of look over at August. We talk about what happened.
Oh. I suppose we could do that.
It's like Nim's like over there like crawling into bed when he hears that and like pauses and is like, you know, like the old man, like that's just trying to get it.
He's
I mean,
listening.
I suppose it could wait. It has been a long day. Wouldn't really help anything. It's just kind of weird.
I mean, it also could just be fast. Like, we could just tell them and then they could sleep on it. Or not. Maybe we'll tell you. Now they're going to be burning with anxiety. At least I would be. Right, so... Did you want to tell him, Cassius? Or should I tell him? Or tag team it? We
Please
don't...
go ahead.
Was there more than getting into a fight?
Well, as we were leaving the tavern, we kind of ducked down behind the fountain because we saw the headmaster, and he like used this dagger to like slice the air, and then it like split open, and this shadowy personage came out, and they conversated, and then it left, and it was just really kind of strange, and I think a little bit weird that it was there outside the tavern where they could possibly be seen, but maybe they wanted to. I don't know. But so yeah, we saw that on our way back.
Were they plotting and conspiring to kill us all in our sleep? Feed us to a demon?
I honestly don't remember what he said or if I even heard it.
But if it
Don't
posed
remember.
a significant danger to us in the short term, you would have remembered.
Do you remember, Cassius?
I do not know that I specifically heard what they said.
I don't think I rolled a high enough perception.
It was very concerning, as it did appear they ripped open a hole in space and were talking to some ominous figure, so
Isn't that just magic, though?
I mean, maybe. It could be totally normal here, and I just, I don't know, but it seemed shady. But again, it was kind of out in the open, so maybe not so shady, but I don't know.
I don't want to minimize your concerns, but looking at this from the outside perspective, almost everything we've encountered here all day has been some percentage of shady.
That's very true. Thinking back to my experience at the doctor's office, I'm like, oh god! He goes a little extra paler for a second.
So here's what I'm gonna do, and here's what I suggest we all do. Let's take this piece of information, jot it down, tuck it in our back pocket, and keep an eye on it. But for now, I have no idea what to do with that information.
Do you want to know what he said?
Oh, did you hear it?
Finnick looks at
absolutely.
Skyla. You heard him. Right?
you observed it as well.
We did. He said, you know what you need to do, and I'm not a patient man. Something about, I don't know, is strange. It's like a shadow walking through a rift.
Hey, definitely what it looked like. All right. Well, hopefully, I mean, I can't imagine it'd be a student they're after, because if it was a student, that'd be easy to find, right? They have records of where we all are, so we probably don't need to worry about that part at least.
Unless students aren't telling them who they are.
Unless their records are falsified. He looks at Skylar. He's like, and how would you know about that?
This is obvious.
Skylar?
People lie all the time.
I thought you
You've
said
changed
the
my
friends
mind
don't lie.
completely.
I thought you said that we could trust each other. Are you lying?
Don't know. Can you trust me?
Well, now I don't know. You told me I could trust you. Are you saying
You've
I can't
changed my
trust you?
mind completely. This should be our top priority. In fact, tonight, under cover of darkness, we should sneak out, kidnap the headmaster, strap him to a chair, and pull
turn
some
him into a
fingernails
statue? Turn
until
him
he
into a
tells us
statue?
what's going on.
That
And
would
yes,
be
we should
fun.
turn him into a damn statue. Absolutely.
I like you.
Rumor was true.
She
I
runs,
knew it.
runs
I
over
knew it.
here and gets
The
goes
murderer.
underneath the chair.
I knew it.
I'm
Now,
gonna
because I
put,
need to say it, apparently, I am being sarcastic.
right. I was about to say I'm gonna put my money on the fact that you're trying to be funny right now.
Yes,
Because-
absolutely. Because
She sticks
the
her head out
correct
from behind the
response to
plant.
what I said is, Nim, you're overreacting. That sounds crazy. But it's also the only thing I'd possibly think of to do with this. What's the illusion? What conclusions are we trying to get to here?
I just
We should-
wanted to make people aware, because it seemed like another shady thing to add to our book of shady things that have happened on day one.
Is
It's
that a
been
book?
not even 24 hours.
For that, I
Yes,
legitimately
Dean.
thank you.
Hi, yeah, you're welcome. On that
We just
note,
thought it right to be honest. Since we are becoming acquainted with each other, trust is important. And not that I am believing all of the rumors documented here tonight, but to be fair, murder is quite the accusation.
Yes.
I mean, the rumor isn't that he murdered him. He just helped cover it up.
Taylin's like,
What if the
that means-
murdered person was very, very bad?
why would you say it like that? Why would you say that, Nim? Why do you say it the way you do, with the straight face? Why is that a thing that you
I'm
do?
just saying, what if they
Really
murdered
well.
somebody and then, to stop them from murdering someone else, another person murdered them and I had to turn them into a statue somehow?
I think what Nim is trying to
Maybe.
make a point of is that we don't know anything.
Accurate.
Thank you.
So
Ding, ding,
making
ding.
fun of it at the same time.
I
No,
can
we
make a
don't
funny
know
joke right now.
anything.
I can make a funny joke about all of our test scores right now, but I won't. Finnick is
I'm
gonna
sure
listen.
we can probably guess what it is. My
None of us
question
got
is,
over a 300. Says
Why would you make
Taylin.
such a low blow, Finnick?
Low blow,
What?
you get it? Low score. Finnick is just sitting there laughing.
I'm going
Hey.
to bed.
Now careful.
We
Finnick might
all...
steal your shins.
Did you say steal your shins? How can somebody steal your shins?
I don't know. This sounds terrifying, actually.
It's like you need to
Um,
cut them off, and then what are you gonna do? Wear them like shin guards in a game of footy?
Yes.
Right, on that awkward note, I think I am also gonna try and get some sleep. I think we're gonna have another long day ahead of us tomorrow since we've got class and then detention, so...
It's a good thing that, I mean, they're competent.
There's
Yeah.
one last thing I'd like to say before we saunter off to bed. I appreciate all of you for looking out for us and bringing this information to the table. It's important we all are aware of what's happening, and I encourage this in the future. I've been dry and sarcastic in my usual witty self, but I would classify the day that we've shared together thus far as something akin to trauma bonding at this point. So, I admit a sense of closeness to the lot of you. Look out for yourselves,
I love
only
you
one of you.
too, Nim. Good night. I love you too.
and you're not replaceable. Good night.
And as you say that and lay down, the green brain cells in the room are just trying to comprehend.
The green brain cells in the room.
Nim is gonna keep changing his favorite color. You're never gonna get a pin on it.
I need Cassius and August to make an insight, please.
Ooh,
Oh.
we're insight. That is a 14 plus 4 for 18.
Just a 14 without the +4.
So the both of you, August more than Cassius, notice during the exchange, right, the back and forth that was at the table, Lorelei was fairly quiet. In fact, when at one point tea was being passed around in the jovial conversation after looking through the dossiers, she wouldn't meet either of your gazes. When you reached for the small box of tea to hand it to her, August, she waited until you set it down and then picked it up herself. With the 14, you're not really sure the intentions. With an 18, you recognize fear, August.
He just kind of nods to himself.
And with that, the majority of you head to bed. Any roleplay from Finnick at this point, or Lorelei, because you're the two that haven't gotten to go.
Unless someone talks to her, she wants to go to bed so bad.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Finnick will move up to the fireplace and pull out his flute. And he starts to softly play this beautiful nighttime lullaby.
So how it goes?
I actually have a lullaby, but I'm not allowed to show it until our next session. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I can
Was I
show it
close?
here, but I can't show it on live stream. That's the only thing.
All right.
Hold on. We can play it for everyone in this chat. Wait.
I'll listen to it after. the
Yeah, you
fact.
can show
Yeah,
it
after.
later.
Or
We don't
you
wanna-
can
Is-
mute the output.
Oh, you just
Oh,
don't
no.
want
Never
chat
mind.
to be
I'll just
left
send it
out.
here.
I can help chat. That's right, isn't it? Thank
Wop
you.
wop blue bop wop bam boom.
Bad that. That's it. It's a very short song.
Anything else for Finnick?
He will do a look around the room and probably put a hand on the plant that he had been talking to earlier in the night. And just be like, good night, friend.
All right. The plant. It's such a subtle movement that you don't even really register it. But it vibrates at a really high frequency, rubbing against your palm in a good night. That being said, anything from anyone else. I've got 2 tokens that are still at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was mostly because I couldn't remember which bed was mine. To be fair, I was like,
that one's mine, so I think yours is
Okay,
probably the
guess
one
I'm
on
over
the,
here.
on the right. Yeah. Where's the dossier at the moment? Is it still on the table? What? What's
August
that
is the
called
one
for?
that had it
I-
after Nim dropped it. But then Finnick sleight of handed, so could be
Correct.
anywhere.
safe.
So it's not on the table right now.
Did anybody take it off the table?
I mean, I didn't.
It's probably still on the table.
Is it? Yeah. I must say no one's taken it off the table, or consciously or anything.
I don't think anyone's trying to hold on to it privately.
Okay. In that case, I will take the dossier and I'll go back to bed and I'll just have a read and have a proper look at it, see if I can decipher anything in it. I'm not
Okay,
sure what I'm
as-
looking for exactly, but I just wanted to see if there's any clues or markings or
Yeah, I mean, as you're
Anything.
looking, it's there's new stuff on it actually. In fact, when you get to Cassius's page, it says Big Tits Cassius
music check.
2025. And it's just a nice drawing, and there's a mustache and big tits. Yep, and everyone's got a little mustache and a dandelion in their hair.
does that
Who's
look like
the
it's been freshly
real
drawn?
author
Did this.
of the dossier?
That's what I want to know.
Yep. There's little hearts and squiggles and
Yeah.
things drawn all in the margins.
There's no sort of like bookend saying who the name of the person or just as chief bibliophile.
That's all it says. Chief
That's all it says.
Bibliophile.
Oh.
Wait, look at the last message.
Two things. Sorry, two things.
There's also
First of all-
hashtag
oh.
PP party everywhere.
Oh God! I thought we go through one session without saying that. It's fine.
There's little blush lines on Cassius's face, like, oh! Yeah. Yep.
Two things. So we got this. Was it like a net or like a like a invisible cloak thing around their beds. Is that right?
It's like a bed curtain. Yeah, it goes around the bed and it like magically, it's like soundproof and.
We still see each other.
No.
No.
We can't. Okay. Good. Cool. Okay. Cool. So that's fine. Okay. Cool. I will use my magical device to try to work out who the chief bibliophobe is. The name of.
Roll an investigation.
I certainly will do.
It's gonna
Should've said
Google
better
it.
than that. No, 3. Yes, 3. 3
end
for
up-
investigation.
You end up passing out. It has been such a long day.
Damn it.
You're
Yep.
like, ugh, squinting, ugh, gone. Phone says, monitoring, Skyla seems to have fallen asleep. Powering down, sleep mode. Meow.
Meow.
Okay, I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Great.
no. Are you sure about that
Werewolf.
saving throw? You're sure it's Constitution?
Are you
I
sure?
got a 15.
Thank heavens.
Oh. I'm gonna have some fun, I think. They are 2 really bad rolls.
Woof.
Hey, it's more fun. More bad rolls makes more fun.
I just got as bad a roll as I can possibly get.
That's amazing.
August! Why?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fun. It'll be great.
Are we sharing what we rolled on stream
Yep,
for
in the
everyone?
order that you posted.
Wow. Oh yeah, mine was first. 3.
Oh, I think it was Nim. A bunch of us posted at the same time.
Oh,
But
I see
anyway.
my one first.
Nah, mine was 15.
30-20.
21.
-1.
Oh,
21.
Oh, sorry, I read the wrong one. Sorry, mine was 6. Sorry, I read mine was 3. Sorry, but it doesn't matter. 6.
Hey, that's 3 better.
Yeah. Don't think it makes much difference.
Okay. Those of you who do not rest well, I need you to stay in the call. The other ones who got above a 15, or 15 and above, I need you to drop down into the detention chat, please.
dropping.
Bye. Oh, it's just me and August.
That's us. That's us.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The nightmare is all consuming. Overhead in the sky, lit by the dawn bow that hangs near over Strixhaven's main archway, a magical snarl forms rapidly. Lightning and a cyclone begin to tear up large chunks of the Strixhaven main. Students run screaming and fearful for their lives. And standing at the epicenter of the wind, the torrential rain, and the arcane power that is acting as hypersonic super speed lightning bolts destroying everything that they strike is you. You stand alone, and in your hand is a single card. And on the card's face is a symbol. For Skyla,
Mhm.
it is the symbol of death. For August, it is the symbol of strength. These cards are golden, gilded. They have an effect that causes the card's face itself to look almost 3D. And when you flip the card around, the storm all around you is still raging, but for some reason you're moving so much slower than all of the destruction, and you're just looking at this card, and you're confused, and you're lost, and you're sweating. The back of the card has a golden apple. Intricate designs in its face. It's beautiful. It looks like a kind of sculpture. And then the dream suddenly starts to shift for the both of you. And it turns to a more personal nightmare. And we're gonna go get the rest of everybody to describe these. Are
Oh,
you
good.
ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy, is that you? Back. Mummy.
Where am I?
So I'm going to describe the second part with everyone here. We're going to start with Skyla. The nightmare takes a turn for the worse, and you feel and find yourself in a familiar field. This field begins to slope upwards towards this beautiful Tudor manor, but the manor is ablaze. You are tiny in the dream, Skyla. Or rather, you are watching these two tiny figures hand in hand standing backlit by the torrential, I used that before, by the violent, the ravaging blaze. And you're so far down the field, all you can do is watch as the floor above collapses. Someone, a woman, is screaming in the flames. She is screaming. And then all at once, you sit up on a gasp, soaked in your own sweat. The fire consumed the woman's screams. And you were left with the sound of the embers snapping, the heat still rolling down the hill. The helplessness leaves you slowly, like a blanket pulled away from a tired citizen. And it is morning, and you have a level of exhaustion for your first day of school.
Oof.
Sliding over to August, your nightmare shifts. You are in the old part of Castle Black. This area was given to the first prince. The first prince, though he is a plague and curse on his family, cannot be outright killed, so he is taken care of, even in his guilt. He never denied the murder. And as you approach down the hallway to the chambers where you will deliver the first prince's meal, you hear it. You remember, August, the first time you heard this story. The prince's murder wasn't just a murder. Not in the typical sense. Not in the sense that a dagger through the heart will naturally kill you. No, his murder was feeding his own brother in a stew to his family for dinner. You remember all of the people, the small folk that went missing the first 2 years leading up to that murder. The milkmaids, the dryer's daughter, the tanner's son. Pieces of them were found in this wing of Castle Black. And just like the nightmare all the other times you've had it, August, you don't want to hear the wet, sucking sounds. But you do. And even before the silver tray leaves your hand and clatters on the stone ground as you look through the window into his sealed room, you know what you're going to see. You know you're going to see her hand. You know you're going to see the blood-soaked sheets. You know you're going to see it all. And the rage. When you sit up, August, your body contorts. The old wound in your shoulder aches. Why you have this nightmare so repetitively, you still don't really know. Because you did what you had to do. And that wound is never quite healed. And though you do not scream, August, your soul aches. And you remember when Corian squeezed your shoulder, it was this same one. You will also have a level of exhaustion on your first day of school. All of you get ready together. And you head for your classroom. And we're gonna end here for tonight.
All right.
Damn.
That was intense.
Nightmares.
Thanks for
I mean, it
joining
is.
us.
I want to have
Thank
a
you for
nightmare.
having us. We'll have a nightmare
Nightmares.
soon. I'll give you a nightmare, Finnick. So,
I am your
Wow.
nightmare.
I was born in the
Nightmare
night.
time. Ooh, spiders.
that was fun.
Damn.
That was fun.
Good job, everyone.
Look at
Thank
all
you,
of us
Dolly.
having trauma.
Yay.
And we made it past
What are
the
you
first
talking
day.
about? Everything's fine.
We're on session.
And I'm already exhausted.
Sadness or any trauma. Literally, Finnick was having a great time today. There's not even a serious moment in his body.
Well, he got pretty serious when he was called a bird. Just saying.
Yes.
That's just an insult. We already covered that.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't think we agreed on it, though, did we?
Mm.
Woohoo.
Solid though. Good stuff. Secrets. Spiders.
First proper day.